fraudulent. But that right-wing moron also happens to say this yesterday. Let's take a look.
Hitler, hell in the Nazis. I really don't think that he was, because I honestly think that Hitler was a good guy based upon my own research, not my public education.
Dude. Amazing. Okay. In 12 seconds, he said, I think Hitler was a good guy. And then immediately said, based on my own research. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. No, not public education, my own research. I love when dudes do their own research. You understand me? I love it. I did my own dang research. That's why I'm not vaccinating my child. That's why I'm homeschooling my child to teach him the glories of Hitler. And also on top of that, that's why I put a drill on my ball sack. I am what they call an autodidact. Self-taught.
Indoctrination. I really do think before Hitler got on meth, he was a guy to go fishing with.
Hitler, he's saying Hitler wasn't just a bad guy, but also on top of that, he was a cool guy, a guy to go fishing with. That is insane. What the fuck? What is he saying? Brother, what? My fishing buddy, Adolf. You might know him from his comical mustache. I know him as the guy who knows how to catch yellowtail. You don't understand. It's the meth that ruined Hitler. I like Hitler, the original. Yeah, I call him Adolf Hitler. Very cool. That's awesome. Also, I feel like if there's one guy who knows what meth does to people, it's this guy. Hold up. Let's hear him out now.
He was a guy to go fishing with. He fought for his country. He wanted to purify it by kicking the greedy Jews out that were destroying his country and turning them all into gays. They were gaying out.
Okay. Yeah, he's showing his work. He's done his research, guys. Okay. Wait, so what doesn't he like about Hitler that meth ruined him on? That's like what was it, the tactical mistakes due to like was it consistently moving eastbound? Like was that like what actually doesn't he like about Hitler that he thinks meth interfered in? Look at the other guy's face. He's like, dude, what are you saying? ArkanSanity, the Bryce Mitchell podcast. Yeah, he's like he shouldn't have opened up a new front. Okay, let me tell you about Adolf. Meth is the reason why he did it. Second front shouldn't have done that. Okay, no more new fronts. I say, without meth, Adolf, good guy, good guy. This guy's research was reading Mein Kampf. No. I think his research is just simply reading comments. Because if he, like, I don't think he reads too much. Look, I'm sorry. I don't think he reads in general. I don't know if he's capable of reading. I think he saw memes on Twitter. I think that's unironically what happened here, because this is CTE in real time. I think this is the first time I got CTE by hearing someone speak. So truly a unique space that we exist in now, where I'm getting audio induced CTE. Okay. He saw an AI picture of Adolf Hitler holding up a yellowtail, and he thought to himself, good guy, loves his fish, loves fishing. Also, wasn't Hitler like vegetarian or some shit? This makes it. Hitler was pescatarian. A lot of people say he was vegan. That's wrong. I did my research. He's actually pescatarian. He definitely went to town. He genocided them fish, let me tell you, okay? Oh my God. He loved fishing, okay? He was not vegan. He was pescatarian. You understand me? He had no problems fishing. Let me tell you, boy, he loved fishing, okay? That boy Adolf. He wasn't vegetarian. That's a myth to make him look good. If anything, I would suspect that that's a myth to make vegetarians look bad, not Hitler look good. I think that association doesn't work in the way that you think it does. Okay. Who is that for? Who sometimes you got to ask yourself, who would that argument be for? Like, who is the vegan who's like, or a vegetarian who's like, I really hate the Holocaust, but when I found out that he's vegetarian, it really changed my attitude about him. Like, he was vegetarian because he had issues digesting meat, not for any actual moral reasons. Anyway, let's continue.
Kids, they were queering out the women. They were queering out the dudes. They were, you know what her first tranny surgery ever was? Happened to be in Germany before Hitler took over. You know the books that everybody makes fun of Hitler burning? You know what the books was? Queer books.
I mean, okay, this part is not wrong. It's just that the energy he has for it, I take issue with, let's just say. Okay? He's not wrong. The first books that the Nazis burned were literally books about, transgender medical research. It's just that I don't associate that with a positive. He does. He's saying it's good. He supports it. By the way, this isn't unique to the CTE-addled mind of Bryce Mitchell. Make no mistake. If I recall, Steve Crowder also made an identical argument, not realizing that he was saying, like, Hitler is good. Or maybe he did realize it and didn't care. But that's Steve Crowder has made a similar argument to this as well. I'm sure there is some insane old Hasanabi heads in here that remember the exact clip, and maybe they'll send it. No, it was Hinkle. No, Hinkle has made that argument too, but I'm saying, like, no, Hinkle has a different argument. Jackson Hinkle says Hitler and all the Nazis were the F slur.
Hitler burned queer books because Hitler didn't want a bunch of queers destroying his nation. They can't produce children.
Dude, it's also funny because, like, this is the argument that Nazis were making. Okay? This is the argument that the Nazis were making, which is that, like, Jews have infiltrated the halls of intelligentsia and are spreading moral degeneracy both in the arts and specifically in college campuses. Now, if that kind of sentiment seems familiar to you and, dare I say, make you a little uncomfortable, okay, understand that it is, yes, you're right. Your suspicions are correct. It is identical to what Republicans say today. Okay? Just, a little bit of tweaking. That is what it is. They used to, Nazis, early fascist commentary surrounding this was that Western civilization, German civilization, was superior to all else, to all others, okay? And that Jews were the enemy from within that had actually taken over academia and were making Germans gay. Were actually the socialist Jews were basically doing woke. Socialist Jews were doing woke in academia in a deliberate effort to undermine superior Western civilization. Okay? They never say why that's bad. Yeah, they just simply say being gay is morally degenerate and wrong. And that's what the Jews are up to. Like, basically, that's what they say. It is pretty crazy because it's damn near identical. Your forehead has a rash. No, it doesn't. I mean, it is definitely, my skin is very sensitive. I've never had a stray razor taken to it before, but bro, they're making me suck dick, bro. Help, these evil degenerates are corrupting me. Help. They've made it vogue to suck cock. You don't understand. Before I saw the gay Jewish invention of television, I never thought I'd suck a cock like that. I never thought I'd want to put a penis in my mouth.
But what about?
They're beaming my brain with sissy hypno porn. Anyway, so let's look at some of the funniest things that Bryce Mitchell has done, starting with the most insane one. UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell details gruesome groin injury suffered in power drill accident. Pro tip: do not stick power drills in your pocket. Mitchell took to social media to share an unexpected update on his medical status on Tuesday, and boy, oh boy, was it ever horrifying. The 23-year-old was apparently doing some woodwork this week when the power drill he had in his pocket accidentally turned on, doing quite a lot of damage to his testicular region in the process. I'm going to be out for a little bit, says Bryce Mitchell. So I was going to train today, but I ripped my nutsack in half. I'm about to get stitched up. I was holding a board over my head with a drill in my pants. I was sizing up the board and the drill went off and tangled my nuts up in it. I dropped the board and reversed the drill and untangled my nutsack, but they was ripped in half. I'm serious too, lol. I obviously can't post a pic, but when my nuts are sealed back up, I'm going to come train again. I think a high kick would re-rip them, ha. And if I hear any shitty puns about how this whole thing is nutty or screwed up, I ain't talked to you for about a month. If you're going to drop a pun to make fun of me, at least put some thought into it. T-H-O-T, into it, lol. He did apparently upload a very disgusting photo of his blood-soaked boxer shorts in the aftermath. Mitchell, who is 10-0 in the UFC, will obviously be out of commission for a little while. He needs some time to allow his beanbag to recover. Why is CBS Sports writing this? This is... What is this person saying? Hold on, let's see this. Would you say you have stood up for Jews now and in the past? I don't know, man. You're a 36-month subscriber. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, this CBS article is written like a Barstool article. I don't know what's happening. Lol W, lol W, lol W. The answer is obviously yes. That's bait from the video. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. No, that person's not a hate watcher. They're just baiting. I was, however, the runner-up for Anti-Semite of the Year, and unfortunately lost. You know, famously. Let's start off light. Here's the time on Ultimate Fighter that Bryce Mitchell uncovered a revelation about soap.
Using soap, so that was a new experience.
They got me on soap. I didn't use it.
What? Yeah. Didn't believe in it. Joking.
I didn't really believe in it before, you know? And then
He didn't believe in soap before. Prior to his recent fight against Kron Gracie, Bryce Mitchell revealed he doesn't believe in the use of seatbelts.
What's your issue with seatbelts?
Seatbelts, I think it's just like you get to choose if you want to wear a seatbelt. The government doesn't, you know, they don't wipe my ass for me, and they shouldn't be able to tell me if I want to wear a seatbelt. I personally don't like them because I think, what if you got to jump out of the car and roll, you know, duck and roll? And nobody ever thinks about that. So I don't personally.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody ever thinks about that because why the fuck would they think about that, dude? First of all, if you're in a situation where you have to stop, duck, and roll out of a car, you probably need a fucking seatbelt to survive the situation that caused you to, you know, stop, drop, and roll out of a car. Okay? Because you're not going to have to worry about dropping and rolling if you don't have a seatbelt on, because guess what? You're fucking cooked. Okay? You're already dead. Your brain is plastered all over the windshield at that point. Yeah, you're going to be stopping, dropping, and rolling out of that fucking windshield anyway, so it's all good. Don't worry about that.
Wear a seatbelt, but I grew up, my mom never wore one. I just don't believe in them.
Yeah, when she was pregnant with me, as she told me, that's why I am famously the way I am. That's why I got a hard head, as my mama told me. The hardest of heads. That's why when I get kicked in the head, I don't feel nothing.
It's not up to the government to decide if I should wear a seatbelt or not. So that's just my view on it, and that's why I don't wear them. But maybe, you know, I strap my baby in. You know, I strap Tucker in, but I just don't like wearing them. I like the maneuverability.
What's your issue with seatbelts?
Seatbelts.
Bryce outlines his belief in the flat earth. Oh, I remember this one as well. His beliefs in the flat earth and makes an impassioned call for other Christians to see the sense.
If me and you were equally fast.
It's just crazy to me because it's like, pick a struggle, man. You're making chat dumber. Yes, you're right. I am doing that, I think. So he's going to abandon his kid when he rolls out.
And I run on the inside and you run on out.
He's not going to abandon his kids. He's going to homeschool his child. He's going to homeschool his child and also not vaccinate his child. He already said it.
Side of the track, who wins that race?
You.
Because I'm on the inside.
Sure.
Because you know, the further you go out from the center of that circle, the more distance you have to travel to complete a circle.
Dude, this is really funny. Dude. The music in the background. This is the truth music. Okay? This is the music that you know. This is when you hear this song, when you hear these sounds, you know you're about to hear some truths, okay? Some cold, hard truths. On the Patrick Bet David.
Circle. So what I'm telling you is when that helicopter goes up to 20,000 feet and it's sitting there hovering for 4 hours, not only does it have to spin 1,000 miles an hour, it has to spin more than 1,000 miles an hour to go back to the same spot that it landed. because now the Earth would be not attached to that helicopter, and so it's in a different type of rotation. It has to cover more distance to land in the same spot. You see what I'm saying? But how come I can get a helicopter and land in the same damn spot no matter how long I hover? Because the Earth don't move, just like the Bible says. Wake up, Christians.
Dude, this is so stupid. This is so insanely stupid that it reads as a hilarious joke. Like, it reads as a bit because of how fucking stupid it is.